we get what we call in the first place capital initial capital requirement, and the capital requirement now waiting the amount of capital anybody require for you forget as a bank for then you operate. If you don't get that requirement, you're not supposed to operate as a bank. So 5 years ago, Union Trust Bank don't they miss that requirement, and we don't they monitor them closely. To an extent, we even get calls for sending a resident supervisor to conduct enhanced supervision at the bank. But still, they never meet that requirement. We moved from $85 million, they never meet them. Up to now, we get about 270 million, they're not still able to meet them. And it don't reach a point where the asset base don't become so much eroded to an extent if we not intervene, we will see say one day we wake one morning, customer then go for money, they're not able to get their money. So now all of this put together, and the fact that we mandate now for ensure there is financial stability, make we go inside for protect one the customer funds and two for protect the entire financial system. So now this put together make we good. The asset base not able to match up with the liability.
In short, is it as they say the bank don't go into bankruptcy, or they about to go into bankruptcy?
I know I'll let you call them bankruptcy. Maybe I'll let you call them insolvency. Because then they still operate, they get good liquidity base, and they still go customer they go for money they get them. Bankruptcy in a situation where you're not able to meet your obligations at all. They still will meet their obligations.
But when I think say if they continue, then go reach that level, they will never reach their obligation.
Exactly. So now this make we go in.
So they're running into bankruptcy.
I really know one from subscribe to the bankruptcy. They not reach the yet. First and foremost, resolution now a process whereby the authorities they decide for take control over the management of the bank if the bank they about to fail. But they not fail yet. We say they about to fail, and we not want to let them fail. Make we decide for go in and take over the management of the bank and manage until such a time we able to we able complete the transition process from the acquirer to for let the acquirer come in and take full control, or we decide for closer. But we're not going for closer at this level because we don't get already an acquirer we therefore take over the bank. We're not Rocaille Commercial Bank. So we didn't have to manage that process until Rocaille Commercial Bank fully took over. So they not fail it. Not that was not good at bankruptcy level they it. But that we try to avoid, and we don't already avoid that.
So the Bank of Salon we don't put in place for to say they make the bank know and safe the public know saying that this don't happen before one go and say now because the owner don't die make Bank of Salon they come out now and take this decision.
Banking is not about individual. When you when you open a bank, it's different from when you open some kind of factory or some kind of shop. Banking now one of the backbones in the economy. So when you open a bank, you realize say, yes, now you bank, but you're subjected to regulations. You're subjected to guidelines where you for always meet. So it's not about whether the individual not A or B or they are alive or not they are alive. As I start by saying, this now a process we don't begin over 5 years ago, where Union Trust Bank not they meet the capital requirements, but we don't the manager, you know. But it don't reach a point now where if we continue for manager, so we go damage them. Make we say, let we go inside and ensure say we stop the bleeding, get somebody for coming and take ownership of the bank. However, as we do this, and one of the things that will make you go inside and for ensure say one, the customers are well secured. No customer not going to Union Trust Bank, any branch at this country, you ask for money, they not give you. And our most important reason make you go there. Because if we sit down, one customer go, you not able to get money, a second one go able to get money, that means go to A from B to C to D. By the time they make up, other customer and other bank then go begin rush for money, they will cause a whole mad rush at the banking system. We before create a whole instability in the entire financial system. So we go there from remedy the situation also and we not able for remedy am from Monday to this day, everything dey go on normal. As I dey speak to you, we not only focus on UTB and Freetown, but we focus on all the branches. And Bank of Sierra Leone now get presence na all the provincial branches for ensure say things dey under control. We even go as far as getting ourselves prepared in case dem a mad rush before day. We before support Union Trust Bank with money for ensure say that mad rush is taken care of.
Okay, that enabling me can't education say waiting the bank be able for do for say they able for sustain this bank. Talking about this bank now, bank we owned by Sierra Leonean, we set them up. You know the bank not think say other people themselves go afraid say for let them do business now this country, and then go say if something like this happen, they know say they go lost their business them.
When you talk about business, I want you will be
the banking
a
bank.
bit careful. Banking business is a rule. When you come inside the banking business, in the first instance, what it takes for let you establish a bank, you have to go through a lot of procedures. Minus the fact of registered and corporate affairs commission, blah blah blah, and so. But even within the banking system, you will forget what you call capital requirements. If you fulfill that one day, if you not fulfill that capital requirement, we currently now $270 million. If you not fulfill that one day, you don't go into banking. We get for go to your premises, even though that you build that you structure there, we get for go there and declare fit and proper for do banking. Otherwise, no go did it. Even your management team where they set in place for run the bank, we get for confirm say they are fit and proper. Even your board where they appoint for oversee the bank in operations, we get for declare them fit and proper. So let you know say banking not a team in as much as you will establish your bank, but you subjected to regulations.
Now, you said this not get nothing for do with the owner of the bank in Taiwan, and because the story now the public different that this man is just died and don't put in bank up for sale, and this has been the only Saluman bank or not the only Saluman we own a bank. Now, the time when Dr. Sanfa been as you say, when I don't detect this 5 years ago, when I be informed about happenings in bank and shareholders at this bank.
Yeah, thank you very much. Apart from the fact that every institution, every bank get an internal audit department, it also subjected to external audit. In addition to that, every bank also subjected to supervision. We have a whole department they call banking supervision department, where they periodically supervise them banks and see you work in line with waiting the laid down rules say. Now all of these arms don't bring out the fact from 2020 to date that Union Trust Bank don't they struggle with capital. Everybody know na the bank, even the current management know na the bank. It don't reach a situation as I say, it also worst. And this, I know how to talk about the late man of blessed memory, but he been there in the picture, even before he died, that in bank not been there in good shape. The current management knows the bank not been there in good shape. And we as a central bank, we not go sit down and look and say it fall. One, now be the only private indigenous bank in this country. Two, it get a very strategic branch network. It get a huge customer base. If we sit down that bank, they collapse, it creates a problem, then I mean we will be held responsible.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the program. Alfred Sama, Deputy Bank Governor in charge of financial stability, the Bank of Salone. Therefore, talk about the transition from Union Trust Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank. We will come back to you. It tell with the process and waiting at the fate of the one them with the bank with Union Trust Bank. The program Good Morning Salone they continue, you know.
We come to other studio guests when the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Cheng Noba. We there for talk about the Civic Fest. We go begin tomorrow, and this is not the second term. Mr. Minister, before we talk about the different preparation the owner don't put in place, let us talk about what exactly now be the purpose behind the Civic Fest for making government start through your ministry.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I can like for the call you Madam President.
Thank you.
Let them say we are not to the same in this studio.
Oh, yes.
President, Presu, and all. The civic first that President Bio envision. President Bio ambition and vision for more kind of power and follow bring government closer to the people. He set up the National Council for Civic Education and Development and Democracy. And when he set up the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, he gave a very clear mandate. He said, let we try for remove the barrier between governance and the people. Let we try for break down the disinformation and misinformation. And let we try for make let citizens and see say we get open governance. And so we start with a number of different initiatives, from the press conference to changing the language, to doing different things, town halls across the country, to making sure say the press releases them timely and accurate for the citizens and see what's in the happen inside government. We'd already reform the website so we government gets multiple, the Ministry of Information website is very up to date and timely, with social media up to. So part of the effort now for the citizens they know say in a democracy we work for them. And one of the things that we may be proud for always say we work for you. And information are one of the most important tools that we to get as a citizen. But keep in mind, the ministry also did for civics. And civics means civic now about citizenship. And for being a good citizen, you need certain key elements. You need to understand your history. Who you come out? What make we Salone? What connect me with you? Irrespective of the language you will talk, tribe will belong to, the religion will they, the school where we go, although me go to the better school. This man no go better school now. I cost to outside go school.
St. Augustine is one of the
But the idea now that Salone for big pass all of that, we can get this banter, but we ace the country above all. So the civic festival, now the one initiative we after the year don't go through, don't do all thing and they want to do one thing where they bring all of Dundee together, where they bring all of governments, every ministry, department, agency, private sector, the media, development partners, all in one place. Follow ask ourselves, which will do this year? Let citizens the whole way accountable. May we show citizens what we accomplish as government. May we take that time there for learn about we history, we get the museum, we get different museum partners in the come and all that for look at the past. Let we also imagine the future. We get hackathon, we get young people that take part by different things. Let young citizens then compete in civic competition. We get quiz competition where academy get for win, we get debates competition where academy get for win back.
Okay.
You know, so we get all that competition and then the national competition. And then at the end of the day, because Sierra Leoneans a critical part of our identity too, na entertainment. So we close all thing with a national peace and unity concert where as you don't see every single top artist na Salone for the other stage. We're over 35 of the top artists. Everyone you imagine get for the day. For join we for say Salone big pass we all.
So with all this way to explain, how this don't change citizens their mind for letting think say they save the part of government. Now the difference in the one don't do as now don't they go now the provinces, don't do all the civic they talk to people they may know how this don't change their perception there.
The most important I think impact we don't get, I will tell people and say, not to so you have been do. Tradi, people in the city or other country, the other capital, and tell say today will not go school. The school they lock. In the past fake information through WhatsApp. Then say the markets no open, the markets no open. For more we don't come, we don't take the microphone, we don't hand people in the facts. We don't tell them when we do bad, we they own up say we don't do bad. When we do good, we they tell them we do good. When these reports come out, we explain to them inside language they don't understand. We do press conference, we translate it into 15 different language. We send on a WhatsApp. No matter how you in the country. So one, you're no longer subjected to misinformation and disinformation, or at the very least, you're not going to be manipulated by that. Because information from government with a credible source, we're not to propaganda and misleading, it reach you. That's very, very important. Now the foundation and there for peaceful states. But two, if you go around the country, we do civic days, for example, you know, all decided we don't go, somebody don't put up in an old pa, old mommy, don't cry and say, This not the first time in the history of this country where governments, ministers, then the council we will not ask for votes. They can explain what they don't do. Not to campaign. No. We go sit down, we do town hall. They ask we 40, 50 questions. We give them the mic. I see somebody they talk, then they say, oh, we control the question. I say, no, you know they watch because they live all side. We give you the mic. People then they ask you question. Now mommy go down on his knees on kush. He cry. He challenge you. He say, we don't do enough. We own up.
Okay.
That's not democracy. Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And so for me, the impact really now that citizens they turn up every time we do this. They know say they get a date with we every week, they get a date with we every month, and then now they know say every year they get a date with every single MDA. I want to go UU building now, let you go see the work they happen there right now, or don't transform the entire compound of UU building.
So we get for see ministries, departments, and agencies then get booth day again this year?
Every single ministry, department, and agency don't be allocated a booth. Every one of them for tell 3 basic story, Musa. Number 1, waiting at them function. That then a civic. Citizens need for no. But co-agency, the way basic citizens don't even know say this agency ID, NAMED, what they do? You go to them boots the first 3 with them for the day, for printed boldly. What they do? I just talk the 3 things what they do. Number 2, waiting they achieve inside the year. The achievements for be put down in milestones. And President Bill don't tell they all say incessant they go through and see the boots there. And number 3, what are the opportunities we then get for citizens engagement. So how citizens will find out more information, whose document and they then will share with we. Now the basic template then they will get them. So the 3 days citizens and they spend them, we don't invite schools and across Freetown and across the country say, no matter what your agenda for these 3 days, make sure say you send you government class, your social studies class, students that were interested in democracy and then active clubs, them, you scouts, you civic leadership, integrity clubs, therefore all go you building and go see what in government they do, interact, learn about them past, look at the exhibition and be part of the town halls.
Now, you mentioned say the president get for go na the ground and talk to different ministries, departments, and agencies. Them, waiting me observe last year, the president, donors, the organizers, them believe the president some of the booths them, but later people now they like how influentially they go lead the president to a young booth, and we see some booths them we very critical where the president, no the vice president, no visits like the National Fire Force. We know these people, for instance, hardly reach the president and they very, very deprived. And this could be a platform for able to talk to presidents and even if we don't read them, parade, do everything, but the president not be able to reach it. I want to prioritize some of the critical institutions here so where the presidents really need for talk to.
Musa will put me on up and say, you're absolutely right. And a very, very fair point. Last year, keep in mind, before we do the civic festival last year, nobody know we don't do civic festival before. We not even, me no one day attend civic festival. This thing, the vision, President Bill gets out, we they come up with the idea now for implementing. We construct, we do all this. What happened last year was overwhelming. So by the time we done the opening ceremony, the presidents come, they go around and all that, and that heat and everything, he been there for stop at some point, he had to leave. This year, I ain't get the instruction. He say we for make enough time, he want for visit every booth, and he don't even say, the joke says until he go give prize for the most impressive display. So we get competition among ministers. I don't tell them they're not bother because I'm the host. So now me get for win. You know, because Albert Academy I go back. So you see, but at the end of the day, we don't do it now by zones. So when the presidents come on a do outside of Miata, and last year keep in mind we not been get the parking lots. Because something else will happen there. This year we'll get the entire perimeter of the building. Okay. We come on and do it in the technology and innovation and infrastructure zone. Now they force the meets. Now they see. So they go and look at that. On in left, they go to the human capital zone. When near there, we get media, we get the civil society. We don't put all around that zone, the near human capital development. And then they go work go down. They go to the love salon zone. We na we did at the ministry. We na the information and at the entrance of your building. So when you reach there, you get a QR code. We will tell you all the zone in there. You will see the agenda and everything. Right next to it gets the AG's office and all the one they will deal with, political reforms. You know, and that zone they all the reforms and so the agent they lead on that side they get the Ministry of Political Affairs, also the Mopapa. So His Excellency they go sit down there. For inside the Love Salon zone we come out to the army, the military, the fire force, the all the way to do this year, we put all the zone there before it reach na in zone. Because we get 4 VIP zones then. We get the Chief Minister, we get the Honorable Vice President, we get the First Lady, and we get His Excellency the President. When I ended at the entrance, remember that actually we make is still there this year. When they go relax now before they grab now for go. So before they go this year, they will don't set time. We don't do a path where they ensure say this year they go round, come right and see everybody. Nobody know will say this year and not reach to her before they go.
Continue for stay with me. We'll come back more update on the first we start tomorrow na the EU building perimeter or EU building compound. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. They listen to the Minister for Information and Civic Education. We go for a break. We'll come back. We look at issues and continue with your studio guests. The member say we get Deputy Bank Governor na the program. We na Alfred Sama. We talk about the transition from Union Trust Bank to Raquel Commercial Bank. The program na Good Morning Salon. We go for a break.
See our last camp and this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for them.
But blopa you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take pan this business. No, they get better. And we just come they shine like a only.
Let's go. And they do well thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I they manage me profit after I don't sell me farm markets. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now I dey try for tell una so. We I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out buy so. You dey trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I dey save. I dey cut me cut according to my size. For LP Pandis, now make Raquel Commercial Bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budget, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Raquel Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. This December, get ready for smooth, fast, and reliable money transfer service like never before. Union Trust Bank, we proud for telling us say now we first begin for the Western Union money transfer service na Salon, and now we save the do MoneyGram, Rare, and BNB all under one trusted roof. This is now the Union Trust Bank December Christmas promotion. Yes, December Christmas promotion. From the 1st to the 31st December 2025, for any money where you receive, now we House Street and Sanders Street branch, you stand chance for win plenty fine prizes them and gifts them this holiday season. Gifts them where you can use for family, you party, or loved one. And Seth, when you transfer with Union Trust Bank, you will get excellent rates. Yes, we will give you fine rates. So what do you wait for? This holiday season, choose convenience, choose speed, choose the pioneers. Choose Union Trust Bank money transfer service. UTB, the better bank, where they all sign us alone.
Your money is safe and you don't need for worry.
The program they continue, and inside the program now they take one power headline story them. The Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chadi, Abdul Fatoma say because some appointees the way President Bill pick for serve na different position them, not they talk to themselves. That is say don't unbox service delivery na government. In talk this to Radio Democracy, where they talk about concern and we come out from the public on how some government minister and then deputy they know they talk and save other people them na government's position. Well, I'll be looking inside this story. The 1991 Constitution give power to the president for making pick people where parliament can approve for work with them, where then they help them for make sure say an agenda they will implant for the country happen. this part of governance na im dem call the executive. But plenty time reports wey don dey comot na do government after government dey say people wey the president can appoint na top position them, more especially the one wey get to do with minister and then deputy, director and then deputy, chairman and then deputy them, permanent secretary and the minister them, all don be one big concern wey in council chamot wey don dey happen. Noto Koba talk say inside President Bio administration from 2018 to now, plenty minister and then deputy them, in some case them, permanent secretary and the minister them, director and then deputy them, no dey see one side. This na one thing we don't dey give bad effect to the country, and more so don't they make citizens then think say this issue don't play big part for make the president not able to achieve some of in goal them.
Well, for me, I believe say now thing way the government or the president for looking so, because if you don't appoint people, then like when you be papa na house, you get you picking them, then they need to talk to themselves. Then you the papa you dey. That means nothing good need to come inside the house, because if we get one family, now only when una dey one, now una dey able for like do things progressively.
Now setback. They just like say we mama and papa not dey in peace. Now it's not the picking and the suffer. So now it's like this. If the minister na the daddy, then the deputy na the mama. If they also know they talk, now we they suffer. We they don't get so now we they suffer.
My recommendation are for let them find another people who can work for the people of this nation, because the personal interest for put aside and look to the people and look to the nation, because another day you sign for, another day employ you for, you agree say they can work, and you are a servant to the people, so you can't starve the people because of my own personal issue I get.
Apart from the people Campaign for Human Rights and Development International Chadi, na civil society organization wey don dey monitor governance and human rights and safe how state institution them don dey operate with the people. The chief executive for Chadi, Abdul Fatoma, tell we say then safe don't they get some kind concern yam.
It mean a lot, because we are the biggest loser as the people of this country. When we get ministers, then we are supposed for work for we and then put their ego before and malice one another, or we get managing directors and we then the deputies and other work together, and it make the service delivery very, very slow, or it become a zero at all, not meaning enough functionable. So that's not the reason why make the government need for make the performance report for ministers and all government appointees open, it will be transparent, and then so the public will able for hold them people, then they are accountable.
Plenty people feel say President Bioloki aware about yam. Abdul Fatoma say because him believe say people vote for President Bio because of him background where him get per administration, and think say now in don reach time where if we put a foot down and take strong action against some of them where they be under in leadership.
If the president clearly aware about anything and they take action, it give a huge slap on in leadership, because as a leader you have to be decisive, then you have to be disciplined. Secondly, the people of this country, majority vote for her because they get attracted to her and say they're a former military person, so it will be disciplined. A country will consider himself to be lawless. Then see that say, somebody will get a fist hand, go able for can straight, they edges them. So if he aware about them, then they take decisive actions, for discipline people, the way things say their ego bigger than serving the country, then it's a whole huge challenge, for your agenda, because every leader get a track of legacy.
Abdul Fatoma say people for begin see public institution aside for serve, but not to side where they for go make enemy to people, and self say all this they be because plenty of them not get administrative knowledge and safe not able manage institution. So if this continue in don't reach time where some of them for left their officer responsible one, if they not agree with the appointments them where the presidents make and set up their organization. The Chief Minister, Dr. David Sengen, na the one where they supervise all the ministry, departments and agency them, because na in the help for make sure say President Bio in agenda, people le follow to letter. And in Greece say, plenty time, Chamot don they continue from the ministry, departments and agency them, sorted in reach na state host na index.
So I am aware of a couple that have come up, and some have been resolved, others are being resolved, other ones they will go look at them. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I'll tell you, say, what we do, now they call the people then, we all sit around and listen, and you can realize, say, but could that misinformation or asymmetry of information. I know one thing where you don't know, or you, their opinion for something, when other person talk and when a third party or you interpret and we not as well being made for interpreter. So the way we do I mediate, we engage, and if I'm not able, I go some up to me boss them, then go mediate. But at the end of the day, as President Bio been talking during the retreat a couple years ago, we don't need for let kuna say before we work together. We all know to best party the whole. We not to well being they go out and play ball at the same team before we begin town minister there. So we only expect the all man will be best party, but we expect say respect day, expect say good relationship day, and we all focus on one great thing, the National Development Plan.
But how they don't they work for give message to them people, yeah, for make them see themselves as partner and for work together. Now that Dr. David Moina Senge be explained.
We get headway, and I say we'll not get headway. That process. We two people that make palaver then disagree, but it's like one day we'll dissolve. I promise you, say government will function. At the end of the day, you mentioned service delivery. If you and person disagree on the process, but when they deliver on the outcome and the targets, that's what matters. We wish we all go sing kumbaya and we all go hold on and sit near each other all the time. But if sometimes we not sit near each other, an example, me and Madam Mayor. Me and Madam Mayor na good party. They call me BFF na public. I don't call them peer mentor. That means they engage publicly, but we don't jam much publicly. The premise where you lay, I disagree with her. You say if they're not the seek national interest, me believes it, then they seek national interest. Then just not agree with each other all the time, and then at the difference.
The issue say plenty people where they can reach na public office, plenty people can get their own agenda, and their agenda then they can reach them where in be say some man in agenda can go past the agenda of the presidents where he appoints them. And this don't be one big issue. We make say now, Plaba and Chamot, number done. If the country for develop, people where they work na public office for see themselves as partner them for go serve the people. With support from Saptiu Kalon and Michael Sambula for Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
Start SL, they're ready for the 2026 population and housing census. But before they begin, they go do cartographic mapping now all the districts them, chiefdom and section, town and village them that's alone from October 2025 so to 2026. What's in a cartographic mapping? Now for map all the hosts them and do one quick host or population count and place them where people live so they go able to count everybody correct. What's in make them they do them now? This is the plan before the big census. For make sure say all things set. What do you for do? Help the mapper them, show them the host them, and answer small question them of almost people in there. Now one host. Who's can question them then go ask? They go ask about the building, household, and almost people in there now every host. No need for worry. All data whether they collect go be secret. They not go ask you for your name or show you face any side. You go know the mapper them easy one. Then go wear Start SL t-shirts, cap, ID card, and self go get letter of introduction. This is for benefit we all. Good data go help bring school, road, clinic, and other development to we community. So when you see the mapper them, talk to them. Make we all join on for make Mama Salon better.
Make sure say them continue. Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Bonanza. Well, Palestinian computer shop don't bring come in Christmas sales bonanza. If you made a thing for buy, you smartphone the like iPhone 17 Pro Max, Samsung's and smart TVs them back for sale. But in that, not so in done so, Balestino get computers them like Dell, HP, and Lenovo computers. Balestino get printers, it get musical sets them, it get the Sharp and Roach ACs them, all for sale. Rush now and go get your own. Now Balestino Computer Shop, where then are number 5 and 6 Gloucester Street. Or you can call their number 077 805 898 076 565 432 078 997 999. Balestino Computer Shop, they wish you Merry Christmas and a happy 2026.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We come and continue with two studio guests, and we still get the Minister for Information and Civic Education, Chernoba. We therefore talk about the Civic Fest, and also now the program we get Alfred Sama, Deputy Bank Governor in charge of financial stability in the Bank of Salon. Therefore talk about transition from Union Trust Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank. And when I don't, according to you, the board don't approve the Rokel Commercial Bank for takeover Union Trust Bank. Waiting na the process so far will happen for this takeover.
All right, thank you very much. So, in the first instance, when we make as a management, who can make the decision, we take it to the board because then they act say. So, the board give approval for place UTB into resolution. But prior to that, we don't get series of interests from various people within the society. So assess their interest in it, and we see say local commercial bank was the most responsive in terms of muscle, in terms of capital, you know. So and for also in line with the mandate of ensuring financial stability. So we take them to the board, when as the law say, the board approve for let we get local commercial bank. First, the board approved for let we place UTB into resolution, and the board approved for let we get local commercial bank as an acquirer, and the board as well approved for let we get a caretaker team in place for manage the bank and for manage the transition process. We on Monday we go to the bank, we institute that caretaker team there. We call a meeting of the entire management. The board of the bank unfortunately not been there at the meeting, but we'll call the meeting of the entire management. We present the caretaker team to them, and they done it in effect from Monday to as I talk so now. After that, we try to get on to the board. One of the chairman of the board, they out of country, medical, but we got on that senior person at the board. We communicate same to them, so we don't distribute all the letters to the board, to the then ED, for say UTB has been placed in resolution, and that Rokel Commercial Bank now the bank where they come as acquirer for buy UTB. But it's going to be a process. So this caretaker team we don't put in place, they get an initial period of 6 months. It only renewable once. But we did inform the public, say we will do best for ensure say we do them as quickly as possible.
What are the worth of this takeover?
Fine. So this is what the caretaker team, that's why we don't give them 6 months now. Local Commercial Bank come in with a fairly big muscle, but then that was not like the be all. So the caretaker team therefore go now and assess the good assets and the bad assets them, and then come back to we and report say this is what the good assets will cost, this is what the bad assets will cost. Also, we don't put in place a liquidator for take care of the bad assets then, because there are huge non-performing loans there and so on and so forth, where the liquidator need to take care of. So we also put that in place. So when the caretaker team comes to now with the what of everything, then this all the part of the resolution, the acquisition process.
So as it is now, we know the worth of the Union Trust Bank.
No, we not clearly say Union Trust Bank need huge capital. That we know. We don't say Union Trust Bank need huge capital.
Why would not bail them out instead of going to resolution?
Well, bailout is one option, but then it wasn't an appropriate option.
Why?
Because the financing is an issue. first and foremost, when the caretaker team come back to it, we know say there is going to be a funding gap, and that funding gap will not get option pass government come into play. Mark you, one of the reasons why they go into resolution now for ensure say the taxpayers do not suffer as much. Not make it go into resolution. But if we say with the bailout, now taxpayer they get for pay all of that gap. So if somebody come by, it pays some money, we appreciable enough. Whatever gap left now, then the government can come in. So bailout could not have been the right option by way of resolving the problem.
According to you say Boko interest them be there. How transparent this process be there for long and reach to conclusion for say make Rokel Bank take over?
The central bank is the central bank. I want to appeal to the public for trust the central bank at all times. You don't see we go into tender. Nobody will not put into tender. If somebody will come today say I want to buy over this property, we will not put into tender. If UTB be there in good health, like Standard Chartered Bank was, they decide for sell Standard Chartered Bank, not until they put to tender, Access Bank or multi-buy. Central Bank not before, if it can, before only come for ensure say it done smoothly. But UTB was not in good health.
An almost percent share Rokel Commercial Bank they buy na UTB.
Rokel Commercial Bank they buy the entire of UTB. As I say, the transition process.
So the entire
UTB. The transition process now two phases. One, then they assess what is good, what is bad. Rokel Commercial Bank, it left to them for say, okay, we they only take the good assets. The bad assets will not take care. Now that make we don't institute a liquidator for take care of the bad assets. So now, but Rokel Commercial Bank is taking full over Sierra Leone UTB.
We hope say people no go lost job in this transition.
Okay, as we clearly state in we public notice, one, all depositors' funds remain safe and fully protected. No one person with the bank UTB no go lost 1 cent. Two, all banking services will continue as normal. As you can write, this you can witness from Monday to now, no disruption no happen within the banking services for UTB. All employees of UTB will be fully covered. One, during the transition process, and two, fully incorporated into RCB at the end of the transition process.
Okay.
So no staff on the lost work at this point. During the transition process, they ensure say they are fully covered, they remain in employment, and even after, they ensure say Rokel Commercial Bank incorporated into Rokel Commercial
since
Bank.
Maybe people go listen, but we don't get most of these messages before this time. I remember the Salcap transition, Saratel and Salcap, the Salone Airport Authority to that of Suma Group of Company. This not been the same statement then, but till date we get some people who work for their organizations here or the institutions that we still not get the money and they end up for lost work.
Yeah, but Mr. Kamara, from Monday to now, that's you don't sack him. We don't sack nobody. Nobody in lost work. Trust this process.
Okay.
Nobody in lost work. If Rokel Commercial Bank can, for any reason, Rokel Commercial Bank say, I know they continue with this person, we they ensure say that person is fully covered.
Okay.
We ensure say one, we don't tell them clearly say the transition process they cover all staff. They're all there in place and they are all working assiduously for ensure say the transition is smooth. And even after the process, Rokel Commercial Bank they incorporate all of them into Rokel Commercial Bank.
Okay, continue for the between the program. We call now to the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Tomorrow the Civic Festival starts. Take listeners and to waiting as some of the preparation them where the ministry together with them partner and don't put in place.
Thank you very much. Now this part of the conversation I've been waiting for because I want to family and get really excited. Number one, tomorrow will open with match pass. The beginning the match from St. John, a civic match pass. We don't invite scouts, guide, Red Cross, integrity clubs, peace clubs, all the students then where they do things in a school what they call civic leadership. Then they join we for express that civic leadership. Then they march in the morning from 8 o'clock, and then gonna reach in the UU building before 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, all the booths then gonna be set up, and you will see all the ministry departments and agencies, and they put together, then booths them they settle down. 9:30, we get the first town hall. That town hall they will be moderated by the incredible Sapsiu Kalon from 98.1 and Mohammed Jawad Nyale, within the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. It will feature the Minister for Food Security, the head of the Farmers Association, the chairman of PICREF, Chairman KKY, somebody from the private sector. So it's a broad-based, and I want everybody to understand, say the town hall them, now government, civil society, and the private sector, they first present. Then we open up to critical questions. So we don't invite the opposition. For them, they will take the mic now and ask questions, interact with we and all that. So if I let family really understand that some people they mislead on social media.
Okay, because we say we not invite the opposition.
We actually invited top of opposition figures. We get a letter they will send to them. We want them they participate each and every one of the panel them, but will not be get confirmation from some of them. But we get one of them now, one of the panel they will get. But as I don't say, it's a town hall. The point is that they will engage with we. Now, right after that first town hall, will take place from 9:30 to around 11:30. We'll get one side event. We'll get for take place on that very day until 2 o'clock. The hackathon they kick off in that period there as well. And then at 2 o'clock, His Excellency will arrive at the venue for the official opening ceremony. Instead of that opening ceremony day, the South African legend Mavuso Minang, we na the chair, na the leader of the African National Congress, the Veterans Association, it already can Salon Ikawiti Pikin. He's an 84-year-old legend. He was a revolutionary. Now the guest speaker. It would mean to go do a fireside chat. It would share about in life story, what it mean for be a citizen in that era, for fight for your country and sacrifice for fight against an unjust system. And he would share in your lessons then for Winner Salon. After that, His Excellency the President will deliver the keynote. Inside that keynote today, His Excellency they launch Daily Mail, they launch Slena, they launch at least 3 or 4 different policies. They make some major announcements we tied with a recommendation from TRC for over 20-something years ago with TRC we don't write. So it's a major substantive launch. They announce some new initiatives there as well with the help for enhanced citizenship and civic leadership. Obviously, the events, that opening ceremony, they take place inside the Miata Civic Center. At the first way they can, since they don't agree for a change from Miata Conference to Miata Civic, so it will also allude to that. Right after that opening ceremony, His Excellency will now start the conducted tour. This year, the tour they start with exhibition. We get Salon Museum, we get the Peace Museum, we get the Center for Memory, we get the U.S. Holocaust Museum from Washington, then there. Then carry to the exhibition. We'll get UNESCO, then there. We'll get one we art curator, Yasea. We just do a fantastic exhibition of the history of Freetown. All of that they take place up Miata Conference, Miata Civic Center. His Excellency, they first they work at the Candor now. They start to visit the zones. The zones, as I don't say, they start with technology and innovation. You go Human Capital, you go Love Salon, you go Feed Salon, you go the one about reform of the public sector, youth empowerment, and then obviously end inside in your zone. So the one that so His Excellency in Wakade take place. Where His Excellency done that Wakade he left, we get a film night. The one with the celebrate Salon Civic Night. Yesterday I watched the trailer for I think it's called From Dusk to Dawn, a short movie with Idris Elba do, one of his first short movies. And they don't give you the honor, say, now yeah, they debut that movie. They are the first time anybody go watch it. It's free. So if you come and watch it in Samiata, it's completely free. We show the new face of Salon and we show 3 other short movies. They are all short movies. We'll get a red carpet. The Honorable Deputy Minister for Tourism and the host alongside with brother Desmond Binya. That's the full day one. So for morning, we start the match pass at 8, till 9:10 with the movie done. Then done with like a short panel discussion, then give some plaques, they will done day one. Then we expect people throughout every one of the events where they happen. So the exhibition then will take place now, the development showcases. And you as a citizen, now your duty for come, now you building for can see. if you allow me, I just explain what's happen day 2.
Day 2 and
Day 2, it starts as well with a plenary. This plenary, the keynote speaker could be the Honorable Chief Minister, where they go focus on delivery. And the theme for day 2, the first panel, now data, trends, and youth empowerment. Within the global data, they show what it means for young people in a salon in terms of empowerment and innovation. We get the president, the head of the Columbia University Program for Family Health, Professor Twai Ngo, one of the topmost expert in the world. This is now they don't interview na BBC, na CNN, na America. They don't interview the top place them because of your outstanding research. It can't salon today in the reach today. Professor Dr. Mavuso arrived yesterday, and when he arrived, he get for deliver a guest lecture on global trends. After that, we get a panel on data trends and innovation at salon with the Minister of Technology, the Minister of Youth, other leaders them within another panel day. Right after, and Africell within another panel day and all that. Right after that, the Honorable Chief Minister deliver in keynote speech. After that keynote speech day, that first session we go down, we also get a side event with Columbia University to do with university authorities them. And then later, we get a panel on human capital development in the afternoon, where they start from 2, where they go as well to 4:30. Right after that, the hackathon they continue, and then the national quiz and debate competition where Alberta can make it for win. They kick off outside. That quiz and debate competition, as they close, we'll get Youth Creative Night. We'll be asked people for submit application we want to perform for the Youth Creative Night. We'll get over 60 submissions that we come in. I think we will only entertain about 20 of them. Get for perform alongside some other young up and coming artists. And the biggest thing of that night today, we brother El Khan. We just don't win the top hitmaker award in the world. El Khan writes the song for Drake, one of his biggest songs them. This is not Sierra Leonean, where most people don't know about, but he do fantastic work. Variety just do a big piece on them. They don't cancel alone for come for debut in your EP. Now at that stage day in front of all the young people. So if you're a young person, you really want for the day Saturday evening for let you be part of this. So that na day 2. And then day 3 finally at the closeout day.
So na day that season they perform?
Yes, but now the late, now the last, now the cutting razor than day. So first we'll start again with another town hall. Day 3 na Saturday morning. Keep that in mind. So we'll get a town hall where they be focused on. So we don't do human capital development. Day 3 we have to do the economy. We have to do a specific town hall on the productive sector of the economy. Within the happen, the reforms that we don't do. We'll get a town hall on inclusive. In fact, day 3 they kick off with inclusive governance. The focus is new constitution, new census, and new localities. What does this mean for inclusive governance in Sierra Leone? So we get the census, plus we get the AG, we get the Minister of Local Government. Everybody they don't prepare their declarations for can report to citizens, and for there again the opposition ask them question. We get a member of the opposition on that panel day. We get for join we on that one day. We're a chair of the Civic Education Committee in the Parliament. And then after that, as I say, the final plenary panel, we get major speakers. We get Daniel Obst, we get UNESCO Deputy Executive Director, Stefania, he get for dinner on that panel day. And then after the economy panel, the Honorable Vice President then go bring the curtain down for talk about what in governance mean, which we don't do over this year. You know, say the Vice President will basically deliver the closing lecture. Right after that, we will do the finale for the hackathon, and then we move straight to the stage. And our Fangoleno say on that stage that day we headline Adena, Famous, Drizzy Leak, LJ, Boy, Star Z. Everybody where you imagine when a top artist na salon, they're all day. The biggest hits makers. On day 1, I just want to family say Cowdinell will perform on day 1, but because it gets in show all games final, now I make Enoge will perform on the final day. But I'm glad if we announce we brother Jimmy B, when are the godfather of the entertainment industry, don't agree for make a special appearance and for deliver an inspirational statement for call for peace and unity in the sector. So it's a comprehensive program we don't put together for the people of this country. And I want to let them know say no matter what they do on these 3 days, you get for make sure say you come and you building and it's free.
Continue for stay with you inside the program in Chernobyl, the Minister for Information and Civic Education. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We take one power headline stories them. We go say the head of investigation na restitution impact salon Debris La Private say one reason we make salon they make progress na the fight against corruption and because of the strong law and political support to governments don't they give the fight against corruption. They talk this inside one engagement with the Anti-Corruption Commission all for celebrating International Anti-Corruption Day when on December 9 and SEF 25-year Silver Jubilee of the Anti-Corruption Commission and Salon. Well, for more on this, we join Adeyemi Jackson.
December 9 every year na International Anti-Corruption Day, and this na day where the United Nations General Assembly they put aside for make country them na the world look back at the fight against corruption, progress and challenge them where they don't they make. Na Salon government be set up the Anti-Corruption Commission inside the year 2000, and the reason na for fight corruption at the country, raise public awareness about the effect of corruption. Since that time to now, na about 25 years where the commission don't they operate as way for celebrate the International Anti-Corruption Day and serve 25-year Silver Jubilee. Make the Anti-Corruption Commission the all one seminar also them bring different stakeholders them together for discuss about the success and challenge by the fight against corruption at the country. The theme for this conference, ACC at 25, transforming Sierra Leone on the pillars of integrity and accountability, where it talk the Deputy Commissioner at the Anti-Corruption Commission, Augustine Fode-Gobi, talk about the importance of this day.
We are gathered here today to honor this day and register our unflinching resolve that corruption should have no business in our societies and body politic. More significantly too, this year, 2025, marks the Silver Jubilee of the Anti-Corruption Commission. Firstly, we are grateful to God Almighty for the pioneers of this great initiative and also for the protection and support He has provided to the institution thus far.
Restitution Impact Salon, an international organization, we don't support ACC by the fight against corruption. We make the head of investigation. Now Restitution Impact Salon, Deborah La Private say one reason we make the country they make progress by the fight against corruption and because of the strong law and political will where government don't give and the fight against corruption.
So I have to applaud the Anti-Corruption Commission, who has passed laws with your parliament to fight corruption, to not only give them the opportunity to go after the money in non-conviction-based forfeiture, but they have seized in excess of 76 million Sierra Leone dollars, and that is just outstanding. They have a 90% conviction rate of the cases they have brought before the High Court. These are outstanding efforts. Having worked in South Sudan, which is currently considered the most corrupt country in the world, there is no rule of law. And in Sierra Leone, there is a rule of law. There is the integrity and the commitment to fighting corruption.
Human Rights Defenders Network, a civil society organization, we don't work for raise awareness about citizens and rights. And Alfonso Mbani, the Secretary General for this organization, talk about waiting the organization, think about corruption at the country.
In Sierra Leone, tackling corruption through human rights means recognizing that corrupt practices such as embezzlement, management of public funds, bribery in health and education services, and illicit proceeds from mining directly undermine the enjoyment of civil, political, economic, social, and cultural rights. This reaffirms the fact that fighting corruption is not a political issue, but it is a human rights issue.
Alfonso Bani also say if the ACC for succeed by the fight against corruption, therefore make sure say them do the right thing them for build back the confidence of citizens in them.
We therefore call on the ACC to improve on 1. Transparency and accountability. And this we are emphasizing on open governance structures, empower rights holders to demand accountability, and consider a review or an amendment to the asset declaration so that asset declaration of all public officials should be made public. Communities will only contribute, will only act, will only give information if they know what public officials have declared in their asset declaration. Anti-Corruption Commission to do their job perfectly. The issue of participation. We encourage the Commission that marginalized groups are included in decision making, reducing space where corrupt practices thrive. Corrupt practices thrive where marginalized groups are excluded in decision making.
Inside in keynote address, the Commissioner for the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Benkefala, say the mandate for fight against corruption at the country, and this, the Anti-Corruption Commission, don't they do for over 25 years now.
And that is why this institution was formed, the ACC, to help in challenging this understanding, to hold people accountable, so that when you hold a position of trust and authority, you do not steal everything. Because if you steal everything, how do we build roads? How do we build hospitals? How do we pay our teachers? How do we pay our doctors? How do we pay those who administer the state? But most importantly, how do we build the skyscrapers, the bridges, the infrastructure that many in other parts of the world are showing to the rest of this world today as the sign of their civilization?
Francis Benkefala say we so be make this warning to relative them where their family can involve in corruption.
The commission needs the support of everybody to continue to do. You who come to beg for your uncles who steal, your aunties who are doing the wrong things when they arrest them, you come and say, hey, we are begging for him. You go on social media and write essays. Some people will never write more than one sentence on Facebook. The day you arrest somebody who is connected to them, they will write paragraphs every morning they wake up. 25 years down the line, we have been saying these things. 25 years down the line, we have been arresting people. 25 years down the line, we have been prosecuting people. 25 years down the line, we have been investigating. The data and statistics are there. The commission has done its job. It is now for us as a people to change and to make the ACC the transitional institution.
The Commissioner for the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Benkefala, and for assure people, them say the Commission will put system there in place for fight against corruption in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
We're trendy and youthful, we're UBA.
Lucky are small. Now imagine, say, the day where you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 euros, no more, or any amount, every month done, with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000, no more. Now, let me fast forward and say, you pikin don't reach 13 years, and you don't ready for take NPSA exam. Don't you remember, say, you be done the save na UBA for you pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 euros done the day. With no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 euros, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin in birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 euros and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for your pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small gather today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
Me mama and me papa send me money through MoneyGram. I go collect on a PC Foreign Exchange Bureau and the process be smooth. They even give me one fine party product as bonus. I'm glad it bad.
I received 22,000 millions from my brother when they overseas. And where I go now, one per PC and Sons location them for pick me money. I receive 1% bonus cash from the money where I pick up. Baba, this not double celebration for me this Christmas.
Yes, this festive season. Get 1% cash back on your transaction when you collect $1,000 and more from any PC Foreign Exchange Bureau outlets. Enjoy a range of party products as reward for when you receive any amount of money. Now we outlet them. Oh yes, when they put gladness back na your hand. Visit we shop them for receive money from big money service them like Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, and Boku other one them. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau decide who say all the transaction they give you joy, cashbacks, and fine reward them. Visit any PC and Sons location today and experience the magic of the season. Happy holiday from PC Foreign Exchange Bureau.
The program Good Morning Saloon they continue. Una don't they send una messages them on 0779819881 and also on our Facebook page. Now time for look at some of the messages here. This one from Ibrahim Sise. They say this is a crucial national issue. The Saloon Civic Festival promotes public engagement, while the Rokel UTB Bank transition raises concerns. We hope it ends in real progress, not just promises. Key questions remain: how depositors' funds are protected? Will transparency and trust be maintained? How stable will service be after the change? Rokel Bank has had its own flaws. Expansion must come with responsibilities. Let's propose, not politics led. We pray for successful outcome. This is now from Ibrahim Sise.
In a form of a bailout from the Bank of Saloon. We also have some banks where their presence is only in Freetown and they are also not meeting the threshold of $270 million.
This one from Mactana, New England. Will you say, Mr. Minister, Ambassador Kawo get for perform because Ambassador Self get for launch December 13?
This one say, I strongly believe that Saloon Civic Festival 2025 will not only serve as a form for discussion, but also a celebration of civic responsibility and national transformation. It is expected to reflect Sierra Leone's ongoing journey towards an inclusive, transparent, and responsive democracy.
This one now is 0779819819. And they say, what we want to know is what is the impact this festival will bring to the people of Sierra Leone from Kelowitz and Freetown.
And this other one, they say, Mr. Minister, if you make sure say the final day the artists they perform, make them not cost themselves as we don't see in a previous program. Do you engage them first before they go on stage?
This one, good morning from a concerned citizen. On the 19th April 1971, Sierra Leone was granted a republic status by the late Queen Elizabeth. The second question for the minister: why is the Republic Day not celebrated in Sierra Leone? And also say Republic Day was celebrated every year from April 1971 until I left Sierra Leone for the UK in 1974.
This one, they say the decision where the bank take for hand over UTB Bank to Rokel Bank is not good for people who want to do business in Salon.
This one say, now that Rokel Bank is taking over Union Trust Bank, will UTB retain its name, or will the name also change to Rokel Bank? This now for Pa Alim Wuri.
And this other one for the minister, they say, Mr. Minister, do you make sure say always when I don't talk so in place, because with what you don't explain so, I wish for the program, and then different session here you don't talk to. Somebody go just go there, or then get to then they register for be part of the discussion there you explain.
This one from Ronald Abu Bangre, they say, how was it also with the transition from FI Bank to Vista Bank? And
the final one where they read now, they say, all the best to the minister. Once where the minister don't come with, now the area of how people where they go now in different program, they when don't they engage, they talk Creole. We hope say this go apply by the civic first and the different session then, so that the ordinary people say go listen.
This one from Macton and England Ville say, Mr. Minister, I'm happy the festival will feature keynote speeches, interactive talks, and master classes led by a roster of distinguished international guests. Their participation will highlight the government's effort to connect local civic discourse with global experts. And the last one from me for now is from Ronald Abu Bangre. They say, how is the ministry collaborating with NACID?
Okay.
Yes, from them messages that they come to, we studio guest them for respond to them. We start with Alfred Sama from the Bank of Saloon.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, listeners. So the first question we talk about depositors' funds protection. This is the reason we actually do what we do so for ensure the depositors' funds are protected. And all the one the bank with Union Trust Bank will bear witness say from Monday we don't take this action to this present moment. The funds are protected. Anytime they go to the bank, they will get their money. Will not be for left. So don't take simple. Then deposit will go in bank, you not get money. The better we will do this than will be for left. So don't take simple. Transparency, of course, it is very, very transparent. We know they do any about business. When we do this, when we make this decision at the final stage after the board approval, we go straight at the bank. We call the management team of the bank and tell them exactly what done they happen, what we don't do. But even before we made the decision, the management of the bank know the situation at the ground at the bank. They still they make efforts for actually solve them by themselves. They just unfortunately they're not able to solve them, and the central bank gets calls for go inside. The presence of banks only in Freetown, yeah, we're very much aware of this, and that makes we bring about the financial inclusion strategy 2022 to 2026, and we work towards that strategy. Therefore, ensure say the whole of this country become fully inclusive within the financial system. 270 million loans capital requirements. Yes, this one not to like an outright payment they make this money. Now over a 3-year period for existing banks. But any new bank where they come, you must fulfill this criteria. 70 million loans or new loans or 270 billion old loans. You must fulfill this criteria before we ensure say you begin operate as a bank. But for existing banks, we can normally give them 3 years. Then this 270 million loans, banks they get up to 2027 where they exist now. Go up to 2027 for fulfill this one. Fortunately for us, Rokel Commercial Bank, when I in they buy over UTB, don't already go in excess of this 270 million requirement. The decision is not good for business in Sierra Leone. I want for tell this person say business. I want for make this person know say business in Sierra Leone don't look at bank and banking business like any normal business. Banking business when you set them up, even when you go set up your bank, you not get for do anything you want for do now your bank. You subject to regulations, you subject to supervision, you subject to audit, internal audit, external audit. You subject to guidelines then where we lay down for let you operate as a bank. When you go against them guidelines, and the central bank not get any option but to come in and correct the situation. So for say not good for business, it is good for business. It even ensures say you will put money in your bank, your money is fully protected. If you be left until this bank collapse, then you go say it's not good for business. Okay. That's alone. Now, name change from UTB to Rokel Commercial Bank. This one, the transition process they on. At the end of the day, now Rokel Commercial Bank they buy over UTB. It's up to Rokel now for decide, but I'm not sure Rokel will maintain UTB because they buy them over entirely. Transition from final to from Vista Bank. The one for Vista Bank now being outright sale. First International Bank was sold to Vista Bank, not as a result of insolvency. Similarly, like Standard Chartered Bank, they sell them to Access Bank. Similarly, for like they sell International ICB, International Commercial Bank, to FBN, not to as a result of solvency, now a sort of governance arrangement at the headquarters. This one is different from all of them I don't mention. I want them people they know back say, not to the first time this way banking resolution they happen na the world. In fact, as recent as this same year, we don't get banking resolutions na the world. We not to get the first time. So if we talk about resolutions, take for instance the last bank failure in the UK was Silicon Valley Bank in 2023. You know, HSBC began for buying Silicon Valley Bank. Even as recent as 2025, we don't get other bank failure. Now America, we don't get other bank failure. Now the UK. So these are things that will occur, and that makes central bank always therefore come in and correct the situation, ensure say the stability of the financial system is not eroded.
So from our assessment so far, would Rokel Commercial Bank renegotiate with? Because the bank being known as Sanfa Kurma in bank, is it going to negotiate with in Pekin family or shareholders?
Simple accounting equation say assets minus liability equals equity. So if asset minus liability give you a negative equity, means if you will get the bank not get nothing again. So we then how the transition that take place now between the caretaker team, in other words, Bank of Sierra Leone, when the caretaker, when I institute the caretaker team, and the local commercial bank.
So it's a case that even then we don't will this bank to Peking, you no go get anything there again, or even if you shareholder day, you no go get anything there.
You know, we get hierarchy in authorities. We get the Ministry of Finance, we get the central bank. Around we left this aspect to the Ministry of Finance and the central bank for handling. But as far as I'm concerned, in charge of financial stability, these are the actions we don't take.
Okay, it's continue, but it's me like come over now to the minister. You don't listen to some of the messages, then we go respond to them.
Well, I want to tell Famulin, thank you for the question the way they ask and all the very kind things the way they say. I really they pray and ask all man say, do you come na Miata Civic Center na U building, it completely free from tomorrow morning. In fact, we get boku free things. Almost everybody we can go get access to free drinks, free water, free tea. Some of the categories of people then get access to as well lunch and all that. Some booths then they provide entertainment for people. Them we get concert they happen throughout the day. We get the band and they did the military band, the police band, and they perform. This could be a celebration of citizenship. So very specifically to the question, and somebody asked if Cow they perform. I just want to be clear. Ambassador Cow, the entertainment ambassador, will be invited, but it turns out to get in show on the 13th. So instead, what we'll do, it'll make a special appearance on the 1st at the opening ceremony. He could come there, he could do something, he could say a few words, and then I think he could perform a song at least. So that for sure say we all day together as one family, and me don't make a commitment as well. Say where we done now you building later na net, some of we they go join them in show as well where they do now River number 2. Somebody asked within the impact of the festival. I think we don't discuss that already. The impact really now about citizenship and celebrate with citizenship. And somebody said, oh, make sure say the artists they're not cost. We take that point there. We assure when I say this now a civic festival and for promote peace and unity. Now I make could invite the Godfather himself, Jimmy Bangura, for come for also say something to the artists them and we brother and sister them where they can perform and can grace the stage. Somebody asked about celebration of Republican Day. I would tell them to make them pay attention to President Bio's speech tomorrow, because tomorrow they touch on some of that. We ability for member for celebrate. So they asked and I may could do this, so His Excellency will come back and in speech tomorrow I think he will respond to that. And then somebody asked finally say what he would do so how he will go, as I don't say the opening ceremony now you require for like register for like get invitation to, but all the town halls and then completely free, and then go there live na 98 here, then go there live na AYV, then go there live na SLBC, go live na plenty of the platform, then Truth and others as well will carry very live for you. And of course the conversation will be in Creole except with international guest speakers and they speak, that's and they will try for mix and small with English.
These events get for President get for the Vice President get for the day. How do they arrange the security situation so people where they go the security they no go embarrass them?
I go assure people and say security will be very well in place. We don't engage with the Office of National Security, the Saloon Police, and all the state security apparatus. If I then say go there, they will get boot then and don't do detailed plan. We also work with the Red Cross for the crowd control. We work with Protect Security when our sponsors of the program as well. Then they give you additional security for ensure so we get orderly crowd control.
Somebody say I want to celebrate Republic Day.
As I mentioned, let pay attention to President Bio's speech. And inside his speech, he could talk about what we celebrate and memory, and waiting, for example, the Truth Commission will recommend on how to do that.
Plenty thank you for joining me in today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Chernoba, Minister for Information and Civic Education, beginning at the program they talk about the Civic Day, Civic Festival where they start tomorrow. We're at the 11th of December. And that's the second edition. It will explain what's in the get for upon the program inside the 3D program, and also we get Alfred Sama the deputy bank governor in charge of financial stability, Bank of Salud, been in the program. They explained the transition from Union Trust Bank to Rokel Commercial Bank. Please, thank you for joining us at the program, Mr. Sama. Well, at this edition of the program, good morning, Salungu Lefi, for today, December 10, 2025. Plenty thank you to Michael Sambola for put the program together. Mangi Mansari at the Amy Jackson we support for put the program together. Mary Kamara Bangra, we make una see live on Facebook page, and also DJ Cliff for technical support. So today, Musa Kamade say bye bye.
And you know, Kabia they say continue for listening to Radio Democracy.